Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about the Java programming structure. How we are going to be writing the program in Eclipse. In previous class, we have seen how to install the Eclipse and how to start the Eclipse program. And we have discussed about the data types also. So today we are going to discussing the structure of um, Java program. So every Java program is going to be start with a class. So class is nothing but our house. I have told you. So I'm having a house for a main door. So similarly here also we having a class. So in class I'm having a room. That room consisting of a method. We are going to be calling main as a method. So method is nothing but which is consisting of a room. So I can live in a single room. I can live in a single room. I can divide my house into the partitions. So how I'm going to divide it my house into the partition? So I will create a hall separately here so that it is easy to handle. I will create a kitchen separate here. I will create a reading room here. I will create a dining hall here. Mm, uh, Dining hall here. So I can create n number of rooms. So if I am creating n number of methods also, for each I need a main method. So when we having the main method, then only we can able to enter into the class. So here we are going to be calling it as a this is called as a method. So we can having a class can have a single method, a class can have a multiple methods. So first we will see the structure of our main method. So main method has strictly follow the syntax. So JVM will not allow us to locate it in your program without main method. If you want to run any Java program, what it will do means the main method, generally I can say that main method is the entry point. So main method for any standalone application. So I'm talking about um, application for any standalone point where the program start executing from the main method. Where the program executing from the main method. Okay, the main method having the following these things. What we having first one specifier as a public. So we having the access specifier as a public static. So we having the access specifier as a public. So what does public means? So I have told you the access specifiers which we are going to be used. So public. So public is an access specifier. It is an access specifier. Anywhere we can use it. Basically, if we create as a public means we can use inside the class, we can use outside the class. It is accessible by everywhere. And static. So what is static? So static is a keyword. I can say that static is a keyword. Sorry, static method can be called without having any initialization. Suppose if I have declared a method as a static means s- we can uh, we can create a static variable also. I can create as a static. So if we have created it as a static means there is a no need to initialize the object. So what is object we will see later. So no need to initialize any object. We can directly call it. Okay, next one void. So void is a nothing but it is a return type which is going to return null value. So whenever I have declared a void for main method, what I can do if I have declared it as public static void, in place of void I have declared it as a string. I have declared it as a string. I will main structure. I will remove all these things. Give me one. So here I have declared a variables. I have declared a variables int a equals to 10 and I have declared a string yes sir. Two variables I have declared. So I want to return this one as a string. Suppose. So whenever I'm making my main method as a string means it has to return a return statement. So what type of variable it is returning? It is returning the string type of variable. Suppose if I make it as an int, if I make it as an int, it is going to be returning the integer type. So integer type, what is the integer type? A is the integer type. So it is returning the A as an integer type. So to I'm having my in my program, I'm having some integers in my program. You can see it. I'm having the integer type, I'm having the string type. So which one have to return? So I'm getting the confusion. To avoid this confusion, we can directly return it as a void. So void will return a null value. So it no need any return value to say. So void will does not need any return type. So whatever the values I want to return, I can just print it. So here if I want to print this one, I can print yes, I can print println a so that I can print the values. Okay, I can print the values directly. Okay. Next one, string of arguments. String of arguments. So what is this? This is a parameter which allows the program to accept the group of lines. So it can accept a group of lines or a sentence of lines, which is what is array? Array is a collection of similar element I have told you. So argument is an array of string. So it is a string is nothing but a group of characters. So it is going to be allowing the group of characters where the string represented the argument to pass to the program. So this is a string type where I have passed the arguments, different types of arguments I have passed it in my application. Okay, this is the structure of main method. So without in interview, they are going to be asking, can we run a program without main method? Means we can't able to run. Why? Because we can't able to run without main method. You are not able to see the JVM will not allowing to enter into your house. So if there is if a main door is locked, you are not able to enter into the house. Similarly, here also, we are when we having a main method, so the main method will allow us to execute the program. So the JVM will allow us to execute the program when it consisting of main method only. So I am writing here system.out.println. What does it means? So here I have written system.out.println. So I will write some statement. So we having the difference between the system.println and system.println. So println is nothing but print the statement and terminate the line. So we having the another statement called as a print. So welcome to Java training I have written. So I will written some statements. Learning about method I have written. Sorry, here I will written ln. Main has to follow some syntax I am writing. Mm, just and. So we will see the difference how it is going to be executed. So print is what it will do. Print the statement and it will wait the character. It will wait end of the character. So here I have given the space. So I will start executing this one. See here, this A and 10 has been executed. S is Sarita and 10A is 10. Next hello is there. So print ln I have used. So it has print the value and cursor is moved in the next place. So I will put in the debug mode so that you can able to see how it is going to be printed. First I have not put the debug on these two things, so it has print. So first it is going to be executing. So first what it will do, it will print and the cursor is going to be move to this line, this position, and it is waiting at this position. So afterwards I have used welcome to Java programming. So the cursor is going to be waiting at the end of this line. So I will not click it. So when I click it, so what happening? It is printing immediately after the next word, next character. So here I have also used print. So what it will do? It will also print in the same line only. Sorry, here I have used uh, println. So here println. So it is printed and it is moved and waiting in the next line. Next here I have print. So it has print the line, and here also I have using the print. So it will print the value. If I am used println, for example, so where it is going to be? Where it is going to be printed? It is going to be printed here only. It will print in the new line and it will print with the space and it also print. So print ln. After printing, it is going to be waiting in the new line. Before printing, it will not wait in the new line. Okay. Suppose if I don't want to print this statement, so I can use the comment. Double slash is nothing but the commenting a line. Suppose if I want to comment this group of lines, so what I can do, I can use hash star. Till here I want to make it comment. Star hash. So if I run this one, if you see, if I run this one, I'm restarting this one. See here, the cursor directly goes to here only. Why? Because this is all commented. So commented line is not going to be printed. So how we are going to be use the comments means single slash for single, double slash for single line comment. Hash star slash and star slash is going to comment multiple lines. Multiple lines. So shortcut we can use it here. If I want to select a group of lines, suppose if I want to select this, if I want to select this group of lines, control shift slash. So automatically it will select all these lines. So what we have used, control plus shift plus slash, so that it will comment how many lines you have selected. All that lines is going to be commented by using shortcut keys. With the using of shortcut keys, you can comment a group of lines. If you want to undo this one, control Z we are going to be using to undo these things. Okay. So this is all about the commenting, how we are going to be commenting the lines, how we are going to be using, and what is about the system.out.println. So it will print the line. Oh, and some questions here. Can we compile and run the Java program without main method? Means we can compile the program, we can build the program, but we can't able to run. Why? Because if you want to enter into your house, you should have the main method. Then only you can able to enter into the main method. Okay. So what is the difference between the print and println? So print will print the statement and wait at the end of the character. Println will print and it will terminate to the new line. So whether the Java is a compiled version or interpreted version. So Java is the both the version. It is a compiled version and it is the interpreted version. So what is variable? So variable in Java, basically variable is used to store the data, such as integer type. We are going to be storing the numerical type. So in this program we having the two types of variables. So one is the integer type variable and I'm having a string type of variable. So variable S is the identifiers which is going to be identifying the string type of value. So value is Sarita is a value which is consisting of string type value. Okay. So how we are going to be declaring a variable? So whenever you are going to be declaring any variable, first we have to declare a variable. Declaration of variables. So what type of variable it is? Whether it is a string type. Basically we are going to be calling it as a, we are declaring variable with the specific data types. Then initialization. So I am going to be initializing the value. So a equals to 10 I have initialized. So where I am utilizing, so I am printing that one. So system.out.print a. So what it is going to be printing, it is going to be printing the value as a 10. So this is going to be declaring a variable, how we are utilizing a variable in our um, program. So next one, what is the operations and what is the method and what is the function? So basically method is, I told you method is a room in a class. So basically I have we till now we have seen only main method class, means a single room class we have seen. We can create we can create a class with multiple rooms. rooms. So how we are going to be creating a method means I will show you here. Delete this one. Method program. So here what I want to do, I want to create a program which consisting of different methods. So basically how we are going to be creating a method means um, we will create this is one method, so which is consisting of open and close braces. Next what I am going to do, public void, I am going to be creating a method called as a kitchen. So I have created a method. So can I create outside the classmates? No. Why I have created outside the main method? Inside a room I can't able to create. Inside a house I can create a number of rooms. So here what I'm doing, I'm going to be creating another public void hall. I'm going to be creating. I've created 3 rooms. So here I have created 3 rooms. So first thing, method is nothing but in general terms I can say that method is a block of code that prefer to specify task. So one disadvantages what we having if we living in a single room. Suppose I'm living in a single room. So kitchen items I'm going to be storing in my room only. All my books, everything I'm going to be storing in a single room. So whenever I'm storing in a single, so I can able to pick it correctly. So suppose if any new person has entered into my house, they will get a confusion. So from where I have to pick this item. So what we are going to be doing now means we are going to dividing our program in a blocks. I can say that we can going to be dividing the program in a block so that what happening here, it is easy to pick for us, so easy to maintenance and easy to understand. So if any new person enter uh, into our house, they can easily understand. And more purposes of method is reusable. Um, so basically in C, we are going to be called it as a functions which is defined in the class to specify the actions or the task which allows us for the reusable for organizing our data. So what I will do, all my kitchen items I'm going to be stored in a kitchen room. All my papers, newspapers, everything I'm going to be arranged in my reading room. Sofas like that I'm going to be arranging in the hall. So every method having the method name. So here how I'm going to be defining means basically we having a method can have the return type also. Basically what are the components of while creating the method means first thing, method. So first one, I will start with the method name. So method name, what is my method name here? I have created my method name as a kitchen. So it is a unique identifier. So I am not, suppose if I am creating it as a kitchen means what is it is saying me? Rename it. So already duplicate is there. So it will not allow with the same name. So it should have the unique name for the methods. And method body. So here in method body, I'm having the open and close braces. So in this method, I'm going to be writing it as a kitchen. All I'm maintaining it. Dot reading room, I'm maintaining it. So I have declared a method body here, and we can use uh, we can use the statement also. Like suppose a reading room, I want to have chairs, for example, int chairs. I want to have the chairs. So here what I am going to making it system.out.println chairs. So whatever the variable have passed it, so we are going to be calling it as a parameters. So we can return that parameter statements also here, and parameters list, we can have the list of parameters. So I can have the list of parameters here, 1 2 3 4, like that. I can return the parameters also. I can return the parameters list of values also. So we will see that one later. First we will see, I will I want to execute this one. Whenever I have created a method, I want to execute this method. So whenever I want to execute method, just I will run this one. So I'm not able to run this one. Why? Because I have the JVM will start executing from the main method. So in the main method, I don't have any object reference. So I should say that this is belonging to my house only. Then only we can able to access it without declaring in the main method. We can't able to call in the we can't able to call the method in the class. So how I'm going to call it? So I need a object reference. So if you want to mention that one, it is a Sarita's kitchen, Sarita's hall. So you are going to be, everyone is having the kitchen, everyone is having the hall, but you have to mention it, it is belonging to the Sarita. So for that one, we are going to be creating the object. So how we are going to be creating the object? With the class name, object name. So I'm giving the object name. You can give the name as a Sarita's kitchen, or you can give a shortcut of Sari's kitchen also. So similarly here also I'm going to making as a method mp with the mp dot kitchen, mp dot hall in here. When creating a object, so object has to be initialized as a new. So whenever we are declaring it with the new only, it is going to identify it. So what is new, we will see in the next upcoming classes. So I will run this one, mp dot reading room. So here I'm having a parameter, so I want to override that one. So here I have printed as a 5. I want to override this one, or I can comment this one also. So I will run this one. Now you can able to see. I can able to see the hall. I can able to see the kitchen. I can see the hall. I can able to see the reading room. So if whenever we are going to be calling the object, calling the method in the class, then only it will start executing the method. If we are not calling the methods, it will not execute it here. So in the method also, we can able to create a variable. So whatever the variables, I'm having a int a equals to 10 here I have created. The same thing I can create here. And a equals to 20 I have created, for example. So what I will do means I will use system.a. So if I have created here in the class, if I created int a equals to 2, I have created. Again, I want to create a equals to 3. So it is saying that it is a duplicate value. But here it is not saying me any duplicate value. I have created in the kitchen, I have created in the halls. It is not saying duplicate value. Why it is not saying the duplicate value means these variables we are going to be called as a global variables, and this variable is going to be called as a local variable. This is going to be called as a local variable. So local variables are going to be used within that class. So I'm having a chair in my mm, hall. I'm having a chair. I can place the chair, different types of chair or same type of chair in my reading room also. So that's why here whenever we are creating the variables, it is going to be used within this method only. Outside of method, suppose if I want to, I have created a method here. Suppose if I want to call it here, it will throw a error. So it is saying that create a variable. So create a local variable. Then only you can able to call it. But I'm able to call it here. I'm able to call it here. Why? Because I have created the same method a here, the same variable a here. Okay, that's why we can able to call it in our local method. I can say that within the method I can call the local variables. I can call the global variables also. If I make, suppose I will create string s6. I have created a string sa. Sarita have created. I will make it static so that I can call it anywhere. So I want to call it here. I can call it here. So global variables can call anywhere. So I'm having the chairs in my house. So I can move the chairs anywhere. Whenever I need in the hall, I can move it. Whenever I need in the um, reading room, I can move it. So there is a no problem. So global variables are going to be called anywhere in any method. So there is another topic which we are going to be discuss. We having the variables of statical and non-statical variables in the, and we having the static methods and non-statical method. We can discuss that topic in the next upcoming classes. Thank you guys.